We're live, Richard.
Thank you, Raymond.
You're welcome. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Yep. No, I appreciate it. No Vine tonight, so we've substituted with the same amount of talent and brain power. My daughter Finley will be here in and out.
We should do some rain dances in the meantime, hoping for some rain down in Maryland.
Some hunters and gatherers.
Yes.
What did you think of the Celtics, Finn?
No, she got rainwater. Perfect. See?
Perfect.
Sorry, it's starting to happen.
Celtics score.
I'm going to do a high five.
Yeah. Did you high five when the bad team scores?
No.
No, we do not. No, we do not.
All right, go see your mother.
Yeah, go see your mother.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then go bang on the drums or something. Raymond, we are here. We're duoing it tonight.
Like old time's sake, baby. Like old time's sake.
It's like the old times. I didn't even bother asking Bill if you wanted to fill in.
He probably has his stuff in the packing. You know, he's moving. He just bought a brand new house, so he's probably packing and doing all the stuff and family stuff. Probably t-ball practice and teaching about the birds and the bees with the kids. So he doesn't have time for us anymore.
Billy, I was kidding. Don't bang on the drums. Yeah. So he's not with us tonight. You are. So that's fun. That's all good. What do you say we start the show? The Simple Mind Sports Show, Friday rewind, Thursday night, NBA Finals edition. We're gonna start with some opening takes. I understand you have one. Why don't you start us off?
Thank you there, Richard. Oh, that's you, not me. Sorry. Hey, Richard. My opening take is that the Jays could be making history come Friday night, and I think they should get something that no one has ever done before, and that's co-MVPs. I think they both deserve it for finals MVPs. Jason and Jalen, without one or the other, will not be in this position, so it would be fitting for the Jays not only to hoist Boehner 18 and have the Larry O'Brien trophy, but be co-MVPs come the finals end.
God, that I look. There is some history to be made if the Celtics win on Friday night. Finley, can you stop banging the drums, please? Okay.
Stop bringing out the drums!
Did you touch my drum set?
I know you touched my drumstick.
There is some history to be made if they win Friday night, but the co-MVP thing, get out of here. I didn't know that's where you were going with your text.
Well, if you went on to simplemindsports.com, I wrote a beautiful blog about it. Maybe
very classic you, very stupid
Homer
and just everybody wins. You say you hate that lifestyle and coaching that lifestyle in your kids, that everyone wins and everyone's soft and pussification of America. You are idolizing it in co-MVPs. No, Jaylen Brown has earned the MVP. Jason Tatum has not. He had another good game. But the opening take, I'll go. Perfect transition, Celtics. The opening take is the Celtics, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, have learned how to play, have learned how to win, and are showing that in the perfect example on the biggest stage in the NBA Finals and throughout these playoffs. You want to call it the easiest path? Fine. You want to say their players, the best players that they went up against got hurt? Fine. Well, where was all that talk before the NBA Finals when it was Mavs in 5 and Luka Doncic is the best player in the world, and they're stomping these guys out too? The history that will be made is no team has ever won. No team has ever swept the Eastern Conference Finals and the NBA Finals. That's the history, not the co-MVP thing. Jaylen Brown has basically sewn that up. Game 4 is just Celtics in 3. They shouldn't even play Game 4. The opening take is that Brown and Tatum have learned, at least for now this season, how to coexist, find their roles, and right now Jaylen Brown is your closer. He is your best player on your team in that situation right now. That's it. He's your MVP if you want to go down that road.
Very good. I was just trying to throw it out there. I just wanted them to make history. I mean, it would be fitting, obviously they grew up in the league together.
No, I get it. Hey, why not? Let me hear the other side of the argument, and I will completely acquiesce to whatever anybody else says to me because my brain doesn't really listen. I'm sure you didn't even hear half the words I said.
I heard you. I heard everything you said.
Great. Well, let's do that. Let's do some Tatum Brown talk. Certainly, we're talking Celtics tonight's show. Luka's tears taste a lot like Banner 18. I did a deep dive into the post game this morning. I listened to all the national pundits and media, and boy, you would think that the Celtics had nothing to do with this, that Luka Doncic
just folded
and handed it to him on a silver platter. They're still not getting any credit for this. It was all Luka. But that's the national media for you. So some Celtics talk. Ray, I hope you have something to alleviate yourself between the Celtics winning co-MVP on the table and Thomas Edward Brady Day.
Got a cum towel right here for you, Richard.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
I know you were.
What a ceremony. What a ceremony for Brady Day. 60,000 fans.
If you didn't get choked up with Brady when he was up there, when Kraft was talking about, you're just not a fan, Richard.
I mean, I don't get choked up for Brady because I think he's a terrible public speaker and he's going to suck at his job for Fox. But some of the other guys. That's what I'm talking about. And Kraft is either has dementia or drunk all the time. So,
hey, Grad!
So we talk about Tom Brady Day. Some more Patriots talk on that. We've got a top 5 segments, most hateable NBA players today. Hello, chickens. And Simplest Minds of the Week. This is Simplest Minds Short Sports Show, Friday Rewind, Thursday night. Welcome to the show.
Still a 7-point game, and that's going to do it. The Boston Celtics are 1 win away from an NBA title. They hold off a furious comeback attempt and now have a 3-0 lead.
And there,
whistle right there.
There you go. Okay, it's a family affair.
Yeah, this show's falling off the rails real fast.
Bobby's not here. Do you want to fill in? Do you have any thoughts of the game 3, Ingrid?
Well, seeing that we missed the whole first half.
Okay, yeah, constantly just needling.
I think they're gonna win it in 4.
Okay, we're live.
Great.
Do you have anything real to say or not? Very good.
No, very good. Carry on.
You're gonna come on, bring some heat.
You gotta just like get some energy in that household. Like everyone's just, all the girls are just up.
Daddy,
What?
I want to do that.
Go ahead.
Not to
Try.
no, I can't.
You can do it. I gotta do this. So you gotta figure it out.
Parenting 101 over here.
Can you hear her or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna start Celtics. Apology for anybody watching. Sorry. Also, you're welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. Skinny Ray's in effect. If you're listening on your preferred podcast platforms, whether that be Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, which we are still the number 1 New England sports show on iHeartRadio, self-proclaimed.
Indeed.
Rate, subscribe, review, tell your friends, and tell your mothers. Celtics go up 3-0 in the NBA Finals with a 106-99 win over the Dallas Mavericks Wednesday night. NBA teams are 156-0 in the history when up 3-0 in any playoff game. No one's come from a 3-0 deficit in the NBA playoffs.
One team has come close, however, and that would be the Boston Celtics last year against the Miami Heat.
They did. I would argue that LeBron and Kyrie's team that came back from 3-1 to actually win is probably
3-1.
More impressive, though.
That was 3-1. I'm just saying 3-0.
Yeah, they didn't have to win 4 in a row. They just won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I got you. So did the Celtics, and then they lost.
Yes. Yeah,
it was also the Eastern Conference Finals.
And that's why they know that this lead is not safe. They have to go and close it out. So it's not.
I don't think there's any worry of that. I think that they've passed the test. I think the talk from Jaylen Brown, the word that he was using in Game 3 was graduating. They are graduating to the next level. They are laser focused. They not only are they laser focused to get the win, their opponent is just quitting. There was a shot of Dallas Mavericks practice today where the players were supposed to show, the media showed up and the players were supposed to be out there, practicing for Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Nobody was on the court.
The trainers were practicing on the court. That was
they all followed Luka to the yard house for fucking happy hour, chicken nuggets, whatever.
Oh yeah.
So but in all, it's over. It's over. So
No, it's
let's
over.
back up to game 3. You had Tatum finally show up offensively, 31 points, 6 and 5. Had a monster first half. When you got you knew the Mavs, or you would think the Mavs were going to come out swinging, and they certainly did. Kyrie Irving, we'll get to him in a second. So Tatum finally shows up, gets a couple shots to fall, finishes with 31. Let's start there. Your thoughts on Tatum. Take it wherever you want. I know we've got a ton of clips. We've got a haterade clip for Tatum, right? If we do,
Yes.
play it after your thoughts on Tatum's night.
Well, Tatum's night was this. He had to show up. He's been missing. Everyone's been talking about the national media, how he's the best player, and now he's not being the main focus point. It's been Jaylen Brown. So, Tatum had to step up, and he has been outstanding every away game. So, you knew he was going to take that step in the right direction in this game, and he just came out firing. Usually it takes Jaylen Brown. He's the guy that has to warm up and, get his points early. No, it was Jason Tatum, and it was nice to see that Jason Tatum and the rest of the Celtics were facilitating that.
Yeah, they came on aggressive. Their talk after, they had this big, Brown and Tatum had this big embrace at half court after the end of that game. They know it's over. You could, Tatum was asked about it, and it was on the tip of a tongue, like, we did it. We finally, got over the mountaintop. They could feel that it's over, but they also know that it's not. So yeah. I think they're going to come ready to play. But yeah, you could feel that game coming from Tatum. Look, he shot poorly in the first 2 games. We've talked about it. He played well. He's doing everything else that they asked from him: assists, rebounds, filling up the stat sheet. But he's also, the entire game plan revolves around Jason Tatum. The defensive game plan for the Mavs and every opponent revolves around Tatum. Celtics offense revolves around him. We've talked about that ad nauseum on this show because we watched the Celtics and we understand what's going on there. For the national media and these dumb bozos that are slowly pulling back the hate and pulling back the Mavs in 5, still can't quite get to say, yes, the Celtics are a great team. And they can't give Tatum credit for what he was doing. But if he, in those first 2 games, if he made 2 more shots, like, he's averaging 20, and it's not anything, right? So
he's having a slump from 3-point line. I guess he's like 3 for 15 in the fourth quarter from 3-point line. So, I mean, that's his biggest slump right now, and he hasn't gotten over that, but so wasn't Luka. Luka's, I think, even worse with the 3-point percentage in the fourth quarter. So,
yeah, Tatum has been bad in the fourth percentage-wise, and so has Luka. But Jaylen Brown shooting like 28% from behind the line, from behind 3. So, whatever. It's 3 games that we're looking at percentages. Those can be skewed whatever way you want to. The eye test and whatever traditional numbers, stats you want to look at tell you Tatum is playing great. He's playing excellent, not co-MVP excellent, because that's stupid. This is not
stupid. Yeah,
this is not the BCC. And who won the championships? The Trojans and LSU. Is that who won that in like 2000?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
I had that right though, right?
No.
BC. What was the before? What was the old
FBS?
No, it was the B. I don't know. We're not college football guys, but that co-championship title was dumb, and so is the co-MVP. It's stupid. Get your kumbaya shit out of here. We're not doing that. Let's move over to the actual MVP, Jaylen Brown. Welcome to the party, Jaylen. All you Celtics fans and all you casuals out there, welcome to the new closer of the Boston Celtics. I've been asking for a long time. We've been talking about for a long time. Let's give a round of applause to one Brad Stevens for opening the door for this young man to become your closer by removing Marcus Smart, which you can go down that road if you'd like. The best non-acquisition was getting rid of Smart. We could talk about Drew Holiday and Porzingis all you want, but removing Marcus Smart and putting Jaylen Brown into that leadership, heart and soul of the team allowed him to become this closer, which he is. That fadeaway he hit in the lane and that pull-up jump shot he hit in the lane in the fourth quarter.
It's that sweet spot, baby, right at that foul line. He is just on point.
He's automatic. He's automatic and stopping a dime, can pull up. He as cliche, knows where to go for his spot. He gets to his spot, which Tatum doesn't have a spot. That's why he's not clutch, because he's not comfortable in those situations because he doesn't know where to go. Anyway, I digress. Jaylen Brown closes it out, finishes with 38 and 8. Your thoughts on Jaylen? And I really don't have any patience for best player on the team conversation. Is Jaylen the best player? Is Jason Tatum the best player?
No, because it doesn't matter. This is like the best team that I've seen in a long time. That's what you can say. That this is like the best team basketball in the NBA that you have seen. Throw out a number, I don't even know, but like the way they move that ball around the other night.
17, 18, the Warriors, the Warriors run.
Cool. Okay, say that 7 years. It's been 7 years since you've seen a team that actually plays as a team in the NBA. It's very nice to see. I mean, regular season's been one-on-one matchups all the time. They try to ISO ball. This is like, let's move the ball around, find the open man. He'll score, guaranteed. And they have trust in everyone on that roster, from 1 down to probably like 8, 9, maybe on the bench.
Totally.
You know. So it's very nice to see. But Jaylen Brown, he got paid. He got that $300 million payday. And usually you see athletes like fold and just be like, oh, I got my payday. I'm just going to take a step back and ease off. I don't want to get hurt. I got my money. I got my bag now. Let's just go through the motions. He said the total opposite. He got better in the offseason. What was the biggest thing that we always said? He couldn't dribble drive with that left hand. He was always turning the ball over. Big time in the finals against Golden State this year. I have total confidence watching that man go with the ball in his hand, dribbling down the lane. He's going to score. He soft off the backboard every time. He has that sweet touch. He just has this motivation just to get that championship ring. And we thought that wouldn't happen with that payday, but he's doing it.
Motivation is the key word. That dude's on an absolute mission. I'm trying to look this up live while I'm talking. I was trying to see how many turnovers he has per game this year in the playoffs. It's very, very low. The contrast between watching him play in the playoffs this year with his drives, which he's exclusively basically driving. He's not shooting. He's also not shooting well from 3.
Nope.
He's hit a couple big ones, but with the amount of times he's going to the rim, you contrast that with last year and certainly in the finals against the Warriors, and the amount of times he was getting his pocket picked, it's night and day.
Yeah.
So a lot to be said about Brown. A lot to be made about the duo there. And I heard someone say it today, and you harken back to when the Warriors started to win their championships. You know who was MVP of their first championship?
Andre Iguodala.
Iguodala. What did you say?
Iguodala. I was burping at the same time. Iguodala.
You were burping? Yeah, Bobby's not here. We don't even do the Native American speak for him. It's Andre Iguodala won the first NBA Finals MVP. Steph didn't win any of them until 2022 when he was on an absolute mission to prove that he was an NBA Finals MVP. So anyone talking about Tatum not being there yet or not being the best player, not being able to close, look, man, Steph Curry didn't close either. I heard someone tell, I forget who was the insider, but they were talking about their third championship, the second with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant ended up winning that finals MVP, but he was doing everything in his power to get Steph the MVP because they had such control over that series. It didn't really matter. Yeah. And Steph couldn't hit a fucking shot. So it ended up going to KD, and Steph was super upset about it because he couldn't, reel in the trophy.
Yeah.
So, So, and he was out to prove something in 2022. So all of you, look, Tatum's still 26.
Yeah.
By all accounts, this team should have more opportunities. I'm not sitting there saying that they're the Warriors dynasty coming up, but just take those things into perspective.
Set up in the right direction to be a dynasty, though.
I won't go as far as to say dynasty because it's really hard to win at that level, but they are set up to dominate. They'll bring back the same team next year, the same exact team. Let's see if Al Horford retires or not. But they are.
He's set up for one more year, so I think he comes back for one more year. The only big piece that you need to sign in the offseason is Derek White, and apparently he's not even going to test free agency. He wants to sign here, so Wick's going to get that done. And
they are, which is good because the best thing about this run, the fact that they're going to win an NBA Finals in 19 games, total. They haven't won. They haven't lost a game in 34 days. They've won franchise high. How many playoff games in a row now? 10.
Yep.
Kyrie 0-13 the last 13 games against the Celtics. The records are starting to mount up here. The best part about all of that, everyone still thinks they kind of suck. So next year they have to
chip
be
on the shoulder still.
Another mission to
Perfect.
No, we don't fucking suck. We're gonna go back to back.
Yeah.
And watch the tune change next year to start the season. But that's the best part about walking through this.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Keep saying the narrative that the Jays suck. Yeah.
Undeniably, it's an easy path. I'm not saying it was a hard path, but they dominated that.
They steamrolled. So what? Maybe they lose one or two more games in the postseason. Maybe.
Yeah, if Donovan Mitchell plays, I think he probably gets you one. Jimmy Butler and that Heat team is probably your scariest opponent just because of the history.
Yeah.
I don't think Halliburton makes a difference in that Indiana series.
No, they were sweeping Indiana regardless. And I think what's your excuse for the finals right now?
Yeah, so perfect transition into Luka Doncic folding into a puddle of his own fucking Eastern European tears. You dumb, fat, slovenly
bitch,
Luka. What a porous display. Just embarrassing. His display. Really, you want to call it the whole series. It's just like you just look at him when they do the close-ups and his hair's all fucking frazzled and he's beat red and he's got like chins like you and me. It's like, how the fuck is this guy
doing it? And he's got an ace bandage around his chest before the game with ice packs all over him. He reminds me of Ben Roethlisberger. He's the NBA equivalent of Ben Roethlisberger. Just hurt, fat, out of shape, doesn't know what he's, just how he's
but like
through that.
But like the end Ben Roethlisberger, where he already had 2 championships under his belt. Like, Luka hasn't won.
Get ready to retire. Yeah.
we have way too many clips to keep moving. Do you want to do that Cowherd?
Absolutely.
Clip?
Yeah.
The haterade clip to sum up our Celtics. Then we'll do a couple Luka clips.
Absolutely.
Bird, LeBron, Steph, Duncan, Michael. We need a basket. He's not consistently that guy. I know what I get with Jalen. Tatum, it depends on the matchup. It depends on his headspace. Where is he at? Is he playing with confidence? It's not a knock on him. But Boston is built to overcome his really bad three-point shooting series.
This entire finals is very different from some of the finals we've seen in NBA history, where it's like Steph versus LeBron, or it's, these guys, we see these big apex kind of stars, and like, it's like weird seeing a team led by a Jason Tatum who's as kind of funky and as flawed as he is as a superstar. By going to get Porzingis and Drew Holiday, he told you what he thought about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. These guys aren't good enough. I need to give them just an overwhelming amount of support in order for them to accentuate their strengths, and it's worked wonderfully in this season.
What a dumbass.
That's like a dumb take like I would give. That was terrible.
Like, yes, they recognized that they needed to shift up the DNA in that room. They did that by moving Marcus Smart.
And Robert Williams.
Well, look,
and Malcolm Brogdon.
Hold on though. You're falling into the trap. The first move was Marcus Smart and that almost didn't go. That was at the 11th hour of whatever deadline that was, and they pulled off that deal for Porzingis. And they got they got a couple draft picks, the second round picks with Porzingis. Remember, that's how the Drew Holiday deal got done. But that was their move. They were done. It wasn't like they had Drew Holiday in their sights to replace Marcus Smart. No, that was going to be Malcolm Brogdon. That was their team. Their move was to get rid of Marcus Smart. And they brought
voice in the locker room was getting dull, and they needed something to change it up. And they knew that the Jays were the guys. You could even say it's Jalen's team right now. Jaylen Brown, because he's the longest tenured Celtic. No, Al Horford, but it's Jaylen Brown's team.
Whatever. None of that matters.
Whatever. Yeah, I think it's Jaylen Brown's team. And obviously that voice for Marcus Smart, it was getting old and stale. Bring in Jaylen Brown, who is a young up-and-coming superstar who just got a bag. Give it to him and say, this is your team now. Marcus, see you the fuck later. And look what happened. And I hate the whole narrative when you go on social media and you just see everyone saying, well, you got to win one for fucking Marcus. It's ship one up to Marcus. No, you would not be in this position right now if Marcus Smart was here. Yeah. Marcus Smart was just a liability all the time on the court.
Yeah, in those pressure situations where Drew Holiday has come through. But just to back it up real quick, it's the opposite of, what the hell was that guy's name? I wrote it down.
Jason Timpf.
It's the opposite of what he's saying in every single way. Brad Stevens opened the door for Tatum and Brown to take over this team and take on more responsibility. It wasn't that they was trying to bring in more talent because they couldn't get it done. He jettisoned a piece that didn't fit in order to give Tatum and Brown more responsibility to get it done. And then the stars aligned and the Bucks moved Drew Holiday to a team that wanted to move him. And you were one of the only teams in the position to capitalize on that trade. You had the best offer and you got it. You swung for the fences and you got it. That was not a wow. The Jays can't get it done. We got to go get Drew Holiday and Porzingis. Drew Holiday was icing on the cake. It was taking advantage of a situation that came up, and give Brad Stevens all the credit in the world. But that was not a preconceived strategy but going into the offseason to replace Marcus Smart with Drew Holiday. So this guy's ass is out, and Colin Cowherd's ass is out. It's exactly what I just talked about with Tatum. He's a superstar with all these flaws. Who isn't? We're watching Luka Doncic literally puke in his socks, and some people are calling him the best player in the world. Anthony Edwards was the face of the NBA and got his ass knocked out.
Swept. Yeah.
You know, Joker wants to go play with horses more than he wants to play basketball. They're all flawed. Jason Tatum's tiny, eensy little flaw is he can't hit the shots Michael Jordan hit. So, okay, I guess.
And figure out who that was. Who could do that other than Michael Jordan? Maybe Kobe?
It's ridiculous. So we just talked about it. Steph couldn't even be that guy before he became Steph. So give it a couple years and then talk to me, Cowherd. All of the, and the whole rhetoric is within that little clip right there, what everyone's talking about. So,
of course.
Give me some Luka clips. These are great.
Absolutely.
Which one
Which one went first?
Let's do the post-game presser after he fouls out of Game 3 of the NBA.
Well, let me just throw you 3 clips in a row. Then let me just give you the sum up of.
Brown runs into Doncic, blocking foul, and that's it. He's fouled out. Luka Doncic has fouled out with 4:12 remaining.
So Boston, by getting stops, is able to get in transition. Great push by Jaylen Brown to attack in transition.
They're going to challenge it. He has never fouled out of a playoff game, only twice in a regular season in his career. But right.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Luka, what did you think of the whistles that went against you in the fourth quarter?
I mean, I don't know. We couldn't play physical, so I don't know. I don't want to say nothing, but 6 foul in the NBA Finals, where I'm like this. Come on, man. Better than that.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect that Luka fell onto the ground there in an unacceptable position to put himself in with 4 minutes left with 5 fouls, and then immediately looks at the bench and says, "You better bleeping challenge it," as if it's the bench's fault that he just made a terrible play. I'm standing here in the Mavericks tunnel.
Hey, dumbass.
Over there is the
working.
Celtics tunnel. That's where the winners are. If Luka's ever going to be a winner coming out of this tunnel here,
did you die?
He's going to have to use what's happened in this finals as a learning experience.
It's not playing,
His defensive performance is unacceptable. He is a hole on the court.
You fool.
The Celtics are.
Rich, it was playing the whole time.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Okay.
It was probably playing on your computer. On the live feed, it said browser will not play this.
Oh, okay.
Black screen.
Okay. It was playing on mine. But anyway, basically, Brian Windhorst came out and said Luka was just a shame what he did, go out there and put himself in that position. So that's that.
Brian Windhorst skewered that doughy bitch. Skewered him. In the post game and this morning, he lit him up. And it was great to see. Absolutely great to see.
It's your internet because everyone else saw it in the comment section. So it's just your internet.
How is it my internet?
Everyone else watched it. So you're keep freezing and like buffering every couple of minutes.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, go on.
Oh, what are you going by? My cousin's fucking word?
Yes.
Good luck with that. Luka's. Your thoughts on Luka fouling out in his performance?
He should have been fouled out way earlier than that. I made a post about how he's pushing off the whole fucking game. That's how he's getting into the lane. He goes into the lane. He has this little stiff arm, pushes off. He's 270 pounds at probably like 6'4". So that's a little tiny man, big frame of a body. And that's how he's getting all his work. You're playing at home. You're getting home calls. There should have been another call when he pretty much speared fucking Al Horford on the sideline. That one was a no call. And then there was another one where he did the same thing to Jaylen Brown. And the one that they finally said, all right, Luka, enough's enough. They had a call and 6 fouls, you're out. I mean, he played a very aggressive game when he says the refs aren't letting him play. He was aggressive all night. The refs let him play. It was just stupid stuff like that where you're moving your feet. It's not a block. I mean, it's not a charge because you're moving your feet. So therefore it's a block. Your feet are off the ground. It's just common sense shit. And just Luka's a diva and challenges every call. I thought Tatum was bad. Watching this series, holy shit, Luka takes the cake.
I mean, Tatum's got much, much better. It helps when you're winning. It helps when you haven't lost in a month. You don't get as frustrated. He says he keeps writing Sant. I don't know what Sant means.
Saw it. It's probably a up north thing, Claremont thing, right?
The term for the Utes.
Yeah.
I thought, watching Luka is exhausting. So the complaining, the flopping, no defense, out of shape, just exhausting. And he didn't. He cost his team. Like even in games 1 and 2, like he had a good first half in game 2. Certainly, 30 points in games 1 and 2. Looked good, controlled the game offensively. But how can you be considered one of the best players in the NBA or the best player in the world when you literally can't play? You are his entire career in the NBA. Every one of his teams has had a better defensive rating when he's off the court every single year. You cannot be considered the best player in the league when that's the case.
No.
And he proved it there. He's going to get his ass swept out. And then his behavior after it, not taking any accountability. He's been a professional since he was 13 years old. He's been a professional for 12 years and he's still acting like this. I get he's 25 years old, but 12 years within a professional setting. Like Paul Pierce made this point. It's like he's in his prime. He's been playing professional ball for 12 seasons. When guys are playing for 12 years, you should be in your prime, and you're 25. You're not going to get in better shape. It's going to get harder to get in shape now, you doughboy. He has no excuses. He's got no excuses in my book. What do you think, Kyrie? Sorry, go ahead.
Great segue. I got that KG and Paul Pierce clip if you want to talk about that real quick.
Fire it off. Let's see if
this even Luka's prime. We see how good he is since the start of his career. He's
That's
25 years old.
100% his prime because you got to understand he's been playing pro since 16. Right now, he's 25. He's in the middle of his prime right now. Now, it's about how long his prime is going to last. Yeah, he's in his prime. Come on now, he's 5 first-team All-NBAs. He made first team since second year in the league. So when he hit the league in his prime.
Hit the league in the stride, eh?
He hit the league in his prime.
Damn.
He came in and averaged 28 out the jump.
That's unheard of.
Second season, 28 a game.
Listen, he came in the league in his prime.
Listen, Luka is set up to be the only nigga to catch Bron. Don't nobody want to say that shit.
For scoring?
Listen, Luka is averaging 30. What did he average this year? 33?
34.
Come on, man.
Almost
34.
On one leg, drinking beer, having fun, doing God knows what else.
Right.
You see Mike Finley take the beer from him?
Yeah.
Lord, the first thing I thought is this. If Phil Jackson would have came and took a beer from Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman would have snatched it back.
Man, Dennis Rodman would have got another beer and popped it open and finished the conversation.
Right.
Is it a man's league?
Absolutely. They grown. Let them enjoy that.
You sitting there chilling, Mike Finley come take the fucking beer out your assistant GM.
I'd be like, watch out, dog. Watch out, dog. You want me to resign? Watch out, dog.
No, we getting ready for the.
I fucking love that. You want me to resign? Come on, dog. Come on.
Chill, dog. I watched that clip 3 times. It's so funny. Luka's face in that clip is the best.
Oh, I just got caught with a beer? Fuck.
Really? What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Just pokes him in the belly, jiggles for 5 minutes.
That's what you're doing wrong. Play some fucking defense and I'll give you a beer.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was funny. Kyrie, without Boston fans, although he's matured, obviously.
Bullshit.
Goes out and Jaylen Brown's words has a vintage Kyrie game, so they're still buddies.
Which he did. He did have a vintage Kyrie game.
He was very effective. He was very good offensively. It's just
3-point line, driving in with those spin moves. He's so fast too. Obviously we hate Kyrie, but you have to respect the game. When he's on point.
No, fuck him.
Okay, fuck him.
Yeah. What do you think his problem was in games 1 and 2? Just a little cold, just a little off?
Trying to fucking mouth off with the fans saying, I'll see you at game 5 and giving all the banter back and forth. It's in his head. He just can't get out of it. He's not mature.
I can't believe I'm still like surprised when I saw, like, I thought, like, okay, he'll at least have the maturity to just shut his mouth, even if he doesn't play well, like just internalize it and move on. Nope, he still couldn't do it. He still had a bitch at the fans on the fucking court. It's you know, he's an enigma of assholes is what an enigma the enigma of all assholes is what Kyrie is. He'll never change. The fact that he went out and had such a good game, first game back home in front of a friendly, like, what a fucking mental midget, what a douchebag, and didn't make a difference because you still lost. Still lost. Did you have a last point in Celtics when we move on? They did have a 20-point lead in the fourth quarter that they nearly blew. Did you? I'll tell you right now, I did not feel nervous. That's the first time I can say that about the Celtics blowing a lead in a very long time.
I wasn't nervous until Luka. I was nervous until Luka got fouled out. When he fouled out, I'm like, game over. This is over. I'm not nervous anymore. Even though they're still making a little bit of a run, I thought the game is intact. Luka's gone. Their primary scorer is done. Kyrie, now you don't have to worry about, who's got who. You just worry about Kyrie, shutting Kyrie down because he was having that amazing night. After Luka's gone, you had to worry about both of them. When Luka fouls out, now you just worry about Kyrie.
Yeah, certainly offense, but it was the Celtics offense that let the other team back in. It always is. They shoot
all those fucking threes, man. All those threes at the end, that was just getting ridiculous.
I just think that's why I had a little bit more, maybe naively, or maybe it's because they haven't lost in a month. I just thought, like, they will find enough within them. Drew Holiday will make a smart enough play. Like, they needed 3 buckets. Like, they needed 6 points to maintain a lead over 4 minutes or whatever. Like, they needed 3 possession difference. So, I don't know. I just didn't feel nervous, which was good. I mean, I was anxious. I was yelling. I was screaming.
Of course.
I was really mad at you because I'm pretty sure I thought you jinxed it.
And then Brown post, yeah, I know you. I was like, God damn it, please win. I'm gonna hear an earful from it tomorrow night.
You fucking mush. But alas, they came out. It's over, right? 4. Yeah, they're not going back.
I don't think it's going 5. Yeah, I think it's 4. I said 5 to begin. I don't think it's 5. I think it's 4. I think it's over.
I mean, it'd be awesome to see him win it on home court. The place would be an absolute ruckus, but I don't even just get it. Just win. Just do it. Get it over with.
Have the city of Boston Friday night. Fucking, it's supposed to be nice out tomorrow. It's going to be a party.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's your Celtics segment. Banner 18 coming Friday night, we think. See you then. Until then, let's throw it over to headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. The Celtics are 1 game away from winning their record 18th NBA championship after defeating the Dallas Mavericks 106-99. Jalen and Jason combined for 61 points and look to close it out tomorrow night at 8:30 in Dallas, Texas. Celtics are 1-point favorites right now. Tom Brady is officially in the Patriots Hall of Fame after last night's ceremony. The big news is that the number 12 is officially retired, and Robert Kraft has commissioned the building of a 12-foot Tom Brady statue to go outside Gillette Stadium. The Red Sox finish up a 3-game series with the Phillies tonight. Aaron Nola takes the mound for the Phillies, while Tanner Houck counters for the Red Sox. And finally, the Stanley Cup Finals heads to Game 3 tonight with the Florida Panthers having a 2-0 series lead over the Edmonton Oilers. Puck dropped at 8 o'clock. I don't have a score update, but this has been Headlines with the obvious one. Back to you, Richard.
Beautiful segue. Great music. Wonderful headlines, as always, Ray. Thank you.
Yep.
Tom Brady. Poor build, skinny, lacks great physical stature and strength, and gets knocked down easily.
That kind of gets me fired up. The hell do these people know?
Who is this guy? Dismissed, unknown, and underestimated. Clearly, they couldn't see him.
He looked me eye to eye and he said, "I'm the best decision this organization has ever made."
I always felt like once I get my shot, I'm gonna be ready.
Bledsoe taken out, and Brady has been put into quarterback. Who is this guy? The one whose heart could not be measured. The one whose drive outshined the rest.
What Tom Brady just did gives me goosebumps. The Patriots are Super Bowl champions!
Who is this guy? The one who overcame the obstacles. The man who, when pressured and pinned, let it all loose.
We are not finished!
A genuine leader. The man who saw the very best in his peers, rallied them, and led them to the pinnacle. Time and time and time and time and time and time again. The man who holds more records than any other player in the NFL. The one who thought his best win was the next one. The leader, the anchor, the son, the father. He's kept us breathless, defining what it means to be a champion.
You're the greatest quarterback in the world, man.
And now, this. A legacy enshrined forever in the Patriot way.
I am a Patriot for life.
So, who is this guy?
He's Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, and we love him for it.
You okay?
I jerked off several times that last night. Just so you know, I'm over the current, but I'm like, oh, well, I was going to, but I didn't have enough time. It was like 30 seconds left, and I was like,
okay, yeah, you didn't have enough time. Sure.
Well, you were on the bottom of the screen. I could see you, and I was trying to text you back and forth, but yeah.
I can't see you, so.
Oh, you can't? Perfect.
Are you saying that my visual was putting you off? Watching Brady and then looking at me was it was conflict?
And then Kraft's googly eye, because he's so old now, going off to the side of the end, yeah.
Well, I think that you should do your best to keep it in your pants. Tom Brady Day in New England, 6/12/24. Tom Brady's number 12 retired. He's getting a 12-foot bronze statue. Kraft was very serious, almost angry. You think he was angry because his ovation was the worst of the night?
Yep.
They called every single there was every single Patriot there from like Andre Tippett until Brady retired. The whole place was full of expatriates. They all got standing ovations. It was Matthew Slater announced Robert Kraft.
Gee willikers, guys.
In 1994, a certain gentleman named Robert Kraft, hold for applause.
Cricket.
He bought the team. And he comes out. There was no speech by Kraft. There was just announcements. We're retiring Brady's number. No one will ever wear 12 again. He's getting a bronze statue. I'd like to introduce the great Tom Brady into the Patriots Hall of Fame. Yep. Which I thought was great. I didn't need another fucking speech from Robert Kraft. He's given enough about Tom Brady. So that part was good. He did look pissed. He did not get a great applause.
Think about how shitty this team's been since Brady's gone. You picked the wrong guy. You picked Bill over Brady. Brady went down to Tampa, won a Super Bowl. Belichick came here. We only had one playoff appearance. We lost with Mac Jones in Buffalo. And since then, the franchise has gone downward while Brady, this is all we can do is reminisce about Brady and all the accomplishments he had. So you fucked up, Robert.
He's the last man standing of the post-Brady, and he's sitting on $50 million in cap space, and people are a little aggravated with Robert Kraft right now.
We still don't have a number one wide receiver. We don't have a left tackle to protect.
Yeah, we'll get there. Drake May's ahead of schedule if we have time. We got 15 minutes. So your thought, Jay-Z performed it. I thought that I watched the whole thing, hour and a half ceremony thing today. Watched all of it. I thought that it was pretty good. I mean, I thought the production was pretty good.
It was a fucking great production.
Yeah, they brought they brought defensive guys, and they brought quarterbacks.
They had a little red carpet beforehand. They had Bill Burr emceeing the whole event.
Bill Burr slayed. Anybody who didn't watch it, go watch. It's on YouTube. You can just watch it. Yeah. The hour and a half little production, and Bill Burr. They just put pictures of Brady with other people over the years, and Bill Burr just verbally beat the shit out of every single one of them. And in Bill Burr fashion, he slayed. He killed. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good. I thought everyone they brought on stage, like Drew Bledsoe, has been like a shining star through all of this, between the roast and his interviews. And on this, he was good.
He pretty much almost died in order for all this to happen. So
and he lets everybody know.
Doesn't get enough credit.
Every time he gets the mic, he lets everybody know it.
Yeah.
The first real big applause was Randy Moss. Brought Randy Moss to tears. And I was like watching and going like, he was here for 2.5 years and didn't win shit. You guys, everyone
And
remember that?
it demanded to be traded too. He wanted out.
And then he got his ass kicked out of here because he turned into an asshole again. Does everybody remember that?
Oh yeah.
Or was it just me?
I remember.
But he loved it here. He loved it here.
But you know who got the biggest applause of the whole night?
Last but not least, Foxborough.
We're missing right now.
Welcome the greatest head coach of all time, Bill Belichick.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Hey. Thank you. Thank you, man.
That went on. That went on for like another minute and a half.
I know. I have the whole clip, and I'm like, this is taking too long. But yeah, pretty much it's standing
And he
up.
mumbles and grunts through. He tries to go. They don't let him. They don't.
You
let him
know
go.
who fucking probably was pissed off the most about that? One Robert Kraft. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. I mean, look, if Belichick did not get fired, he would not have got that standing applause right now. If we were walking in the season with Belichick as a head coach again, it would have been mixed boos.
Probably.
So
You're
it
probably
helps.
right. Yeah.
It helps to have.
It's like a full circle moment, though. You know, like obviously they had a really big falling out, and now they're like buddy. They did the roast, and now they did this. So yeah.
What do you think they were saying when they were? It looked like genuine laughter on the stage, talking to each other's ears.
Well, Tom whispered, "I fucked Linda," and then Bill's like, and then he goes back into him, and he's like, "I fucked Giselle," and then Tom laughs and goes,
But Tom at the roast made that joke about him coming out of the that house in Revere on the ring camera.
"Oh
Remember?
yeah."
Like, still
Walking
got
the
it, coach.
streets, yeah.
Still got it,
Got
coach. Respect those man titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably Tom, I fucked you out of New England, and Robert fucked me out of New England, so we're all we're all getting fucked here tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, what a jerk fest. It was good though. It was good. I enjoyed a lot of it. I enjoyed all of it. It was a good reminiscing of the greatest run of all time. It is pretty goddamn impressive. 60,000 people show up for a Hall of Fame induction. They usually hold that at like the restaurant at Kraft Place.
Oh, they do it on the stairs too. They do it at the stairs sometimes. Like, remember who the hell was it? I don't remember. Probably a linebacker or something. But yeah, they did it like right on the stairs and filled up the stairs. And now you're going inside the stadium, sell it out. I think they sold them for $36. And then on a secondary market, my boss was telling me that he looked the day of, and it was like at 120 or something like that.
Yeah, it shouldn't go understated. Arguably, maybe not arguably, the greatest football player in NFL history retires.
It's definitely gonna be the greatest one we've ever seen in our lifetime. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool to see. And Brady topped it off. I will say I hate listening to Brady give speeches. I think he's bad at it. I don't. He comes off as unnatural. That might just be him as a person. I don't know, but I didn't. There were parts of this speech that sounded genuine, and then parts of it he forced in there. And this last piece he forced in there, but it was still cool. He got the crowd. I think we got a clip.
I am Tom Brady, and I am a patriot. Thank you.
Chills. Kind of.
He was emotional, though. He was a very emotional.
I think the emotions are real. I just don't like. I think he probably wants to say like I'm a fucking like he just wants to like if he could just let it out and be like his normal voice. I just don't care for his
Well, you know he's got trained. It's trained. It's like he's been trained. You can definitely tell it's been trained.
Yeah. So not to be negative about it, it's cool. I truly do believe I think he actually has genuine emotions toward the Patriots and believes that. And he lives in Tampa now, and all that's fine. But now that he's had time to reminisce,
yeah, exactly.
He's like,
said, "Holy shit, I fucking did something that probably no one will ever do again."
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he hates it in New England. Doesn't want any fucking thing to do with this part of the country. Probably hates the people and the.
Summertime, he probably likes the Cape. He's probably going over to
Nantucket.
But
yeah, he's
other
on
than that,
private island.
No, of course.
Yeah. So there you go. There's Brady Day. Real quick here. Shift to current day Patriots. We had mandatory mini camp, and guess what, Raymond?
Someone's looking good.
Drake May's ahead of schedule. Drake May's ahead of schedule. Per Tommy Kern here, quote, "It's a noticeable difference." Tommy Curran said of May during his appearance on Jones and Mego, one of the worst shows on the radio. If I could just
my God, I would like to stab myself in the ear with this pen every time I fucking listen to that show.
Yeah, Tom, if you want to have a good time, come on our show. I don't know what those dopes are doing over there. You can see there's a less deliberateness. I didn't see hitches. I saw a mechanicalness to him in the first couple practices, and that's something Alex Van Pelt said. Quote, "Yeah, it's going to be mechanical until it's muscle memory. I wouldn't say that it's gone away because it seems like it's very involved depending upon run/pass, where your feet are going to go, how the stride length is, how many you take, direction, all that. But it's improved. So kudos to him for that." They're obviously talking about the footwork. That was the biggest bugaboo for one Drake May.
That was the biggest red flag coming out. He didn't have a good quarterback pocket presence.
Yeah, I think this is Tom. It goes on to say, "The ball comes out more smoothly. I think the place that you're going to see his brain pour out his ears will be in minicamp, in training camp, especially minicamp and training camp. Just not seeing what was about to happen before it happens. That's something that didn't happen with Mac Jones. He just saw it." So he's saying Drake May's computer in his head is not as fast as Mac Jones. And the other reports I heard probably reflect that too, that in 7-on-7, he looks real good, dynamite, best passer, best pure passer out there, including Big Black Horror, Jacoby Brissett. And then when you put a little defense on, you put a little 11-11 pressure, even without pads, he gets a little skittish. It
looks like Mac Jones.
How dare you? How dare you? I've got some more here. We're a little bit late. Actually, we're a lot of it late. So maybe we'll save it for next week because the Celtics are going to win and we're not going to have shit to talk about. So
a whole summer.
A whole summer because baseball's dead and John Henry. Well, maybe we'll do a little John Henry talk, a little tease. And that's what they call the tease in the biz, Ray.
That is a tease.
And we got our fun segment coming up. We got a top 5 segment, most hateable NBA players per Dr. Big Mac, bottom of the totem pole of dumb, coming up right after this quick break. Nice.
Those nice little production value that we added to this. Nice job, Richard.
Thanks.
Was that you on the keyboards?
Yeah. Now, this is your top 5.
Our top 5. This is going to be a roundtable discussion. I want a Simple Minds sports show top 5 most hated NBA players of the 2023-2024 season.
Do you think we'd sit at a small round? If you and I go out, it's just you and I tonight, so there's no third. So I envision this as a round table. You think it would have to be a small round table? I'm thinking in the corner of a dimly lit.
Think of the Strange Brew.
Sure, that's a little bit scummier than I was thinking.
Ooh,
but
okay.
Certainly not white table, but a little like a
fancy. You want
like a nice historic pub that's got some
like a Wild Rover. Remember
there you
Wild
go.
Rover?
Yeah, a little bit. There's some ambiance and the odors. There's a rustic odor going on.
Hops in the air, and just drunken fellows everywhere, beer on the floor.
Drinking beer out of glasses, not out of cans. That kind of place.
Correct.
And this is a discussion we're having over a very small round table across from each other.
Yeah, very small. Like we can probably touch each other's elbows.
Yeah. If we get close, and the mood strikes, we're docking.
Of course.
Yes, right. So we're gonna go top 5 NBA players. Do you have any special notes or anything that we have to follow for this instructions?
No, we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna
Just give you
start
mine?
number 5.
No. Let me just give you mine real quick because it's very easy. It goes Kyrie. Number 5, James Harden.
So you got this guy right there.
Yeah.
But let's be serious about it. All right. Obviously, Kyrie's going to be up there. The whole reason why I came up with this topic is because Luka. Luka's been pissing me off this whole series. He's the darling. Everyone wanted to see him win. I think in this region, we are a Boston show. He is insufferable. He is a cunt. I don't like this guy. He is just gunning on my last nerve. And I even said it to you in a text exchange. I think he's moving up the line. He's been pretty fucking close to Kyrie because, yeah, Kyrie's antics are like off the court and what he says, no one's really watching. But Luka, you can see it front right there, right on the big screen. You can see what Luka's doing, and it's just insufferable. And he's just becoming a cunt right before our very eyes.
Yeah, on court, he's pretty miserable to watch. And, right in front of us, NBA Finals, everything's heightened. So sure, he's not going to be worse players than that because look, it's insufferable to watch. It's the NBA Finals. Everything's heightened, but at the core, don't you just kind of respect him a little bit? Like he just fucking drinks beer, fucks off, and he's one of the best basketball players in the world. Like you kind of hate him.
I'm talking about the NBA though. I'm talking about like during the on the court. We're talking on the court.
Yeah, but regular season, you're like, oh shit, Luka went for triple double again with 35 points, and he looks like me. Like it's kind of like, all right, I kind of respect that a little bit. If he didn't make the NBA Finals and he wasn't against our team, I don't know if I would hate him as much. I think he's just annoying to watch because he's such a bitch.
Yeah,
he's more annoying than hateable.
Okay.
But you can hate them all you want. I'm just
throwing them out there. I'm just throwing players out there. Also,
okay, let me give you mine. Bottom of the list. If we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up, I'm going to give you this player. This is another kind of a recency bias playoff player, but also has some history with the Celtics. Bam Adebayo, and really that whole Heat culture-y. If you want to throw Tyler Herro in there, not so much Jimmy Butler because
I would throw Tyler Herro up there more than Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, but Tyler Herro is a pussy. Bam Adebayo. And the guy next to him is Kyle Lowry. And I hated Kyle Lowry with the Raptors too. He's probably a guy that I'd like on my team because he's that cunty in that way.
That's how I feel about Bam. Like, we hate him, but if he was on the Celtics, I'd fucking love this guy.
Neither of these guys, but my knowledge, have anything off the court. So that's why they're lower on the list. They're more hateable competitors.
Yeah.
You hate playing against them because they're on the edge of dirty. And they're good competitors. They're guys that you'd like on your team, but you hate.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you got anybody else in that category before we move forward?
I have a surprise one, but I'm going to save it to the end because
okay,
I already know your list.
Rattle
I like your list. I played off of that, and there's one that I'm going to throw out there, and we're just going to go with it at the end.
Okay, here's one. I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to go to Anthony Davis. I hate Anthony Davis. I think Again, not really any off-field stuff except for that when the Celtics were trying to trade for him and his dad.
I was going to ask you about that.
That was
dad
stupid.
said, and you never come here.
Prima donna. He's such just a prima donna, Kentucky one and done, soft, new age athlete pussy, and that drives me nuts. Drives me fucking nuts, and I hate him for it. So I don't like Anthony Davis. Jump in whenever you want. I'm going to keep rolling through my list.
Rolling. I like your list. I can see your list. And I like it. So I'm going to.
Great. Let me go now to Joel Embiid.
Wow. I thought that's the one you're going to say for a little bit, but okay.
No. I don't hate Joel Embiid as much as I hate these other guys on my list. I hate Joel Embiid probably because the media pumps him up so much. He's wildly. He's wildly over. He's considered one of the best players in the NBA, MVP candidate every year. I ask you why? He's never made it out of the second round. He cannot stay healthy. He's a 7-foot 3-point shooter. Like, you want to be an MVP of the league? You're 7 feet, almost 300 pounds. You should be dunking every play in this NBA. There's nobody that can guard him on the post.
With everyone's talking shit about Kristaps Porzingis, how he's made out of glass and can never finish a regular season, or he always gets hurt in the postseason, may I give you Joel Embiid? That is the same exact man. It's
absolute dog.
You guys are fucking. Yet we're in the NBA Finals. Something that Joel Embiid, trust the process, has never done. But Porzingis, maybe he's made out of glass, but yet we're still here. This guy fucking is injured every year, and say the same shit you say about Porzingis about Embiid because he's the same player.
Yeah, so that drives me nuts. Want me to snap a little bit on this though?
Okay.
Talk to me in 2 or 3 years. This guy will be the perfect Celtics candidate. Whenever his contract is up next,
You've been
he
saying
will
that in
be.
our text exchange a lot. You'd be like,
Tatum
wait.
and Brown will have been established themselves. They will be champions. This guy will be hunting for a championship. He'll need to be a third or second tiered player at that point. He clearly can't lead a team. He will be, and then Porzingis will phase himself out. Horford will age himself out. They'll need a big. He'll take a lesser contract. He will be a perfect target for the Celtics because I do think he wants to win. I do think he has a little bit of drive there. Just not enough to get over the hump. And he's not as talented as people think he is. He's 7 feet tall, 300 pounds. Go fucking dunk the ball. I'll give you the next one on my list. Fairly easy one. Everyone should kind of get on board at some level for this. LeBron James. Insufferable narcissist. Hard to like that kind of guy. You have to respect him as a basketball player. I always have. I've always said that, except for the flopping. It's unbelievable that he brought that to the league. He's brought a lot of bad habits to the league that are phasing out now that he is phasing out. But his narcissism is at a level
All-time high. All-time high now.
He should be president of the United States narcissism levels.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That one's an easy one. I'll give you Draymond Green.
That's a very easy one as well. Draymond Green. God, do I hate him. And even if he was on our team, I think I would still be like, man, just fucking stop doing this shit. Like, he always finds himself getting suspended nowadays. It's just like he can't fucking do the right thing. And even he had Steph Curry saying, come on, man, you got to get your head straight. They even told him go to get some therapy. Still can't get his head straight. Came back the first game, and then he kicked some guy right in the dick. It's like, dude, just fucking play the game. Like, you're a dirty player. Just, you got to stop doing it. I think Golden State's getting tired of him.
They are, and he's gotten worse is the problem.
Oh,
like if he just wanted to be kind of Dennis Rodman-y and shitty on the court, but then he started his podcast and started spouting off. Again, no accountability, just a delusional asshole, and on and off the court. Draymond Green, very high up there. I'll keep going. Next one for me, Ben Simmons. Anybody who doesn't hate Ben Simmons as an NBA player is an asshole. This guy is a thief. This guy is a felony.
He's stolen
thief.
from 2 franchises now.
$30 million this guy is stolen from franchises. He is just like, who do we call Anthony Davis? We called the prima donna bitch.
Yeah.
This Simmons
guy is the statue should be built about him about that. You know,
yeah. He might have mental problems. He might honestly be mentally unstable. He's claimed that he is. He got paid $19 million from the 76ers because he claimed he was mentally
just on the bench now for the Nets and doesn't play because he just
imagine having that fucking gall to get basically a doctor's note that says in the peak of mental health awareness, and say, I'm not mentally well enough to go compete on the court because I think my back hurts and my shot's so fucked up it's going to drive me into suicide.
And people boo me and shit.
All the fucking say that for oh my God.
And then say, still pay me my contract.
Yeah, and yeah, the only reason he did it is to get to 19 million because they sued him to get their money back. What a fucking asshole, Ben Simmons. What an asshole.
Yeah.
Last one on my list before Kyrie, who takes up my first 4 spots. And it takes a special asshole to take up my 5th spot because Kyrie should take up all 5 for me. But this guy sneaks in, James Harden.
Yeah. But the only thing I respect about James Harden, yes, he's an asshole and all that, but the strip club love that man has, that's the one thing that gets to my heart for James Harden. That I might have to cross him off my list. I don't think he's going to make my top 5. Just
you have a very kindred spirit in your love for strippers there.
I love strip clubs.
He, his history is apparent. Everyone knows it. But torpedoes his way out of OKC, torpedoes his way out of Houston, torpedoes his way out of Jersey, torpedoes his way out of the 76ers, goes to the Clippers. They fail. He's the greatest loser of all time, maybe in North American professional sports. What I mean by that is the most talent to never win shit. Never made a finals. Has he made a conference finals?
Mm-hmm.
Against the Warriors?
Yeah, the Rockets, yeah.
The one that they choked away? Was that the 26 missed threes in a row?
Yes.
In game 6 against the Warriors?
Yes.
Okay, so he's made a conference finals and historically shit his pants to lose it.
Yes, he did.
The greatest loser in North American sports history, James Harden. And that's hateable. That's hateable to me, to waste that talent and be such an asshole about it.
We'll have to do that later on in the summertime too. That would be a fun fucking deep dive to go down and see who
The greatest loser
in North American history.
Yeah. Yeah, you got like Barkley and Ewing. There's a lot of NBA guys. Anybody that went up against MJ.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on that list.
So right now we have 6, so we have to eliminate 1. So basically Kyrie, James
You have
Harden.
nothing else to add? You said you had a surprise guest.
Mine was going to be Marcus Smart, but the way you just belittled all these people.
I had Marcus Smart.
I didn't want you to yell at me because you were just like on fire right now.
I had him.
I'm like, I don't want to throw out Marcus Smart. But Marcus Smart, I think it should be an honorable mention just because we are a Boston show. Fuck Marcus Smart and all this shit. He's the longest tenured Celtic. Oh, give him respect. Send him a ring. Fuck Marcus Smart. He's a douchebag. You guys thought he was great. He averaged 10 points. 10 points. You got fucking Kristaps Porzingis coming out there scoring 20 in the fucking Game 1 NBA Finals. Without Porzingis, you would not be in the finals. If Marcus Smart was here, you would not be in the finals right now. Marcus Smart is a fucking douchebag, and I'm glad he's gone.
Too strong. He's not a douchebag. He's fine. He's a good Celtic. He just overstayed his welcome.
See, I know. See, I went too far. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And
No,
Celtics definitely would be in the NBA Finals without Kristaps Porzingis. He played 2 games in this run.
But if Marcus Smart was here, we would not be. So that's what I'm saying. If we didn't make that trade, I don't think we would make it.
Yeah, we already talked about it. Addition by subtraction. Marcus Smart gone. Jaylen Brown, leadership, yada, yada, yada. But make no mistake about it. With or without Kristaps Porzingis, this team's going to the NBA Finals this year.
I just said it because you have to have.
I get it. I get it. I like that he honorable mention Marcus Smart, top 5.
Okay.
All right. Who do you want to drop off? I mean, I think Bam is an easy one to drop off.
I think Kyle Lowry, Bam's an easy one. And I've even crossed off Anthony Davis because Ben Simmons is there. So
Kyrie, James Harden, Ben Simmons, Draymond Green, and then it's between LeBron James and Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
I think LeBron James wins that because of his tenure.
Very good. So who do you want to put at number 5 out of those?
LeBron.
So LeBron James here at number 5 for the
LeBron James at number 5. Oh, we're doing a roll call?
Yeah, I want to go a roll call.
Oh, and you have no music?
No, this is how I want to do it. I want to John Tesh. Who's at number 4?
Number 4 is Draymond Green. You're an asshole. Number 3 is Ben Simmons. You stole $30 million
and you're a fucking cunt.
And number 2 is James Harden. Biggest loser in sports fucking history.
And number 1 is the biggest cunt of them all, Kyrie Irving.
Fuck you, Kyrie. Fuck you. Fuck you. Simplest minds of the week right after this.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
But I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
All right, stupid is and stupid does. Simplest minds of the week. Number 1, we're gonna go seamless transition here from most hateable to simplest minds. Mr. Draymond Green.
Draymond Green says that the NBA does not set up NBA players to retire with wealth.
Okay.
Draymond Green made $177 million so far. Now, he said it was because taxes, which everyone pays, but also the fine system is basically trying to keep NBA players poor.
Did Draymond Green, did he accrue a larger than usual amount of fines over the course of his career?
He did. I looked it up, PFT, just because I was curious, and he has been fined over $2 million, but some of the fines, let's just throw them out there. Conduct detrimental to the team. That was when he knocked out Jordan Poole.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like That was on you, Draymond Green. You could have easily avoided that fine by not punching your teammate in the face. How about this one, stepping on the chest of Domantas Sabonis during the Warriors-Kings game?
Mm-hmm.
Also very avoidable. For escalating on-court altercation during Minnesota-Golden State game, that was when he choked Rudy Gobert. Kind of on you, Draymond. And then the last one for striking Yusef Kirkic in the face during the Golden State Suns game where he just punched him.
There you go. You get the picture. Thanks, Big Cat. Yusef Nurkic. I fucked it up too. Damn it. Draymond Green.
Karma, bitch.
Draymond Green believes the NBA is not allowing players to game. I mean, come on, man. Like,
behind baseball, it's the top moneymaker in North America sports. Like
$177 million this guy made for being a fourth wheel on a championship team. You fucking kidding me? And he wants to bitch about the fines for being the biggest asshole in the league since Dennis Rodman.
Stop being an asshole.
Quit breaking the law, asshole. How delusional and narcissistic do you have to be to truly believe that? And I honestly, if you listen to any bit of his podcast, he honestly believes what he's saying, I think, unless he's really, really a great troll. Maybe he is.
No, I think he believes every word that it comes out of that mouth.
And not that we get into politics on the show, but I bet you that comment was based out of some type of fucking racial
you think so?
Motivation. I'm willing to bet.
A little bit.
I would guess. You're an idiot, Draymond. Everyone hates you. All right, the second clip we're gonna move into a little bit more.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
This is fantastic. We're calling this guy the Milkman.
I am the milkman.
Oh, you didn't.
That's it.
Okay. Well,
that was it. That was all that you gave me.
I know, you dumbass, but you have to do a little bit. I have to lay everything out for you. I have to get the peanut butter out of the fridge and put it on the goddamn piece of bread and write out steps 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, just do a little bit of context with this. This guy pretended to be a cow, literally pretended to be a cow, and got milked and used one of his dicks as the udders, and then the.
Damn it, I was into a deep dive now. All I got was that clip. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, all right, maybe it's like
read the goddamn post. It's like, well,
I did 30 clips today. I'm sorry, baby.
Man pretends to be a cow is jerked off for hours. It's like,
good for that guy.
And then the funny part is the clip, though, the music that goes with it, and then the mugshot. Play it one more time now that people have the backstory.
Nope, because I already deleted it. So go
how the fuck do you?
Because I like to do it. I like to delete things as I go, so then I fucking know we got to it.
God damn it!
All
right, last on our list.
No. Can I throw one in there real quick that you sent and you didn't put it on here?
You saw this one on social media. This happened at the Reds game just a little while ago. A fan runs out onto the field at Great American Ballpark. He runs up to a Cleveland player. He does a backflip, as you see right there, and then, of course, gets tased. It's all over social media at the moment.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That's a good one. I like that one.
The still shots of that one are even better.
Is he trying to sue them now? I thought when I did that, I clicked on another link and it looked like
that cop was fucking firing that thing in. He was on the ground. Oh, right in the face. The still shots of that are even better. I thought that was a woman, honestly, when I first saw the picture.
No, it's a man. That's a man.
That's a man's man.
That's a dude, bro.
I don't know if I've seen anybody I guess they got tasers now if you run on the field. Usually you just get speared.
Yeah, well, they don't want anyone fucking around anymore.
And they just fire it right into your back until you're
Yep.
I bet they don't even have handcuffs. They're just zip tying your hands together. Throw you in the drunk jail down on the bottom of the stadium.
Yeah.
I don't think they fuck around with that anymore either. Like, that guy's never going back in the stadium. He's probably got $10,000 yeah, it's not worth it to have fun anymore.
Well,
he did a backflip. Like, you don't tase somebody who did a backflip.
Yeah, you applaud him. You say, all right, you got your thing. Let's just walk you off.
What team was that? The Reds? They suck. See if that guy can play right field. He's got athleticism, clearly.
Well, Ellie De La Cruz is their hot commodity over there, so maybe.
Wow, look at you, Mr. Baseball.
Thank you.
Speaking of baseball, John Henry's still an asshole. We got the clip.
Nope, because there is no clip because no one has this fucking clip. It was a podcast or something, and you have to pay a third, like a firewall to get through it. I wasn't paying shit, so no, I did not have it.
Okay, here's the gist of it. Most people probably heard it anyway. John Henry, this was with a British tab. Oh, yeah, it was the Financial Times in London.
Yeah, and I ain't paying shit.
Imagine trying to read the Financial Times. Like, how dizzy do you think you'd get?
That's why I didn't want to waste my money.
Like,
I'd get very dizzy.
Get a tummy ache.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go back to the hospital.
Yeah. He said this. Here's the upshot of it. Quote, because fans expect championships almost annually, they easily become frustrated and are not going to buy into what the odds actually are. 1 in 20 or 1 in 30, Henry said. This was in the context of essentially not spending money on his team and fans' expectations being high. And he said, Boston's fans' expectations are basically too high because the realistic chances of winning a championship are 1 in 30, which is patently false. That's not true. Like the realistic chances of winning a championship in Major League Baseball is like 1 in 5. The teams that actually have the capability to spend money, your big market teams, because that's how baseball is still run for some fucking stupid reason. Probably because rich, wealthy, greedy assholes like John Henry won't change the rules to make a competitive balance. I digress. He basically, the upshot is, as we're late, he blamed you, Red Sox fans, you, Raymond, baseball guy, for setting the expectations too high. You should just be happy with your 500 team and for 10 or so or 12 years. And then when they feel like they've made enough money, they'll spend a little bit on some good players and go try to win a championship.
I wonder when that's going to be.
Oh, 10 or 2045, I'd say.
I'll be dead by then.
This has been the Super Sports Show, Friday Rewind, June 14th, live June 13th, Thursday night. See you next time. We'll be celebrating Banner 18. Congratulations.
Fuck yeah. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics.
Congratulations to the co-MVPs.
Yeah, what a stupid idea. Who would fucking want to do that?
Congratulations to the co-MVPs of the NBA Finals, the Jays. The fucking Jays are co-NBA Finals MVPs. Everybody gets a trophy. I'm right. I don't have a
that's so
fucking
stupid.
gallbladder, and everybody thinks I'm fucking fat, but I'm really skinny. But
Bye!